an eco-friendly way to catch all the snails in your garden. Gardeners love this trick. You can make this cheap trap in just a few minutes. Start with a large bowl to prepare the mixture. The first key ingredient is all-purpose flour. Measure out 1 cup. Flour is rich in starch, which acts as both a food source and a thickener. It gives the mixture the right consistency. Pour the flour into the bowl. Then measure 2 cups of cold tap water and add it to the flour. The water helps blend everything into a smooth mixture. Whisk well until there are no lumps. Now for the most important ingredient, yeast. During fermentation, yeast releases carbon dioxide and a strong scent that attracts snails. Add an entire packet of yeast to the bowl and stir again. Next, grab an empty container with a lid, like an old ice cream tub. Cut rectangle-shaped holes into the sides. They need to be large enough for snails to crawl through. Place the finished trap in your garden where snails are most active, around cabbage, lettuce, or strawberries, for example. Pour the yeast mixture into the container and close it with the lid. Snails are drawn to the smell of fermenting yeast. They'll crawl inside and stay there. This is a safe and effective way to catch snails without using any chemicals. This simple trick gives me an abundance of crops every year. My vegetables grow like crazy. Take an empty water container and carefully cut off the top, leaving only the upper part. Then, using a soldering iron, make plenty of small holes in the plastic. The more holes you make, the better. This step is very important. Once the base is ready, dig a hole in your garden. The hole should be as deep as the container. Place the container in the ground and cover it so that only the part with the cap sticks out. Unscrew the cap and throw in organic waste. You can use spinach leaves or banana peels. These ingredients nourish the soil perfectly. They are rich in magnesium, potassium, and other minerals. Every few days, I add a fresh handful or 2 of scraps. Just a few of these containers placed around the garden, and the results will amaze you. This way, you create a natural composter without any chemicals. The vegetables are not only bigger, but also tastier and more resistant to disease. Healthy soil, lush leaves, and baskets full of harvest. All you need is to water your peppers with this solution once, and they'll grow like crazy. This simple fertilizer will provide the plant with all the essential nutrients, and you'll see the results in no time. Prepare a quart jar and pour in 17 ounces of warm water, but not hot. Add 1 tablespoon of dried yeast. Thanks to its vitamins and minerals, yeast helps the plant's health, accelerating their growth. Stir the water. Sugar provides energy to the plants, supporting metabolic processes and photosynthesis. It will act as an activator, stimulating the plants to grow faster and be healthier. Add 2 tablespoons of sugar. Stir, close the jar, and set it in a warm, dark place for 2 hours. After that, prepare a larger bucket with warm water. Pour in the yeast solution and mix everything together. You'll get a concentrated fertilizer for watering. This solution will be enough for watering 10 plants, 1 liter for each. You'll provide the peppers with all the nutrients they need and stimulate them to grow. Use the fertilizer daily if needed. They'll fruit like never before. The aphids disappeared after just 1 use. You won't find this in any store. All it takes is a few minutes and a homemade spray made from ingredients you already have in your kitchen. Aphids suck the sap from plants, weakening the leaves and making them more vulnerable to damage. Here's a simple way to make an organic solution that gets rid of pests in your garden. Pour about 1 1/4 cups of vinegar into a tall container. Vinegar disinfects and repels with its strong smell. Now add 1 tablespoon of neem powder, a natural ingredient from the neem tree that repels pests without harming plants. Next, add half a tablespoon of hot red pepper. It contains capsaicin, which has a strong smell and taste. Then add half a tablespoon of ground black pepper. The intense aroma drives aphids away. Add a little liquid soap to help the solution stick to the plants. Mix everything well and let it sit for a few hours. After that, strain the mixture through cheesecloth. Add some water, then pour it into a spray bottle. This mixture works great on both vegetables and flowers. It's fast, natural, and effective. Use it as soon as you spot aphids. Just a few drops are enough to make tomatoes healthy and strong. The fruits will be bigger and more flavorful than ever. The first ingredient is eggshells. They contain calcium, magnesium, and micronutrients that strengthen the root system and protect against diseases. Grind the shells into a fine powder. The finer it is, the faster it will dissolve. Pour about 2 cups of water into a tall container. Add the ground shells and stir well. The next ingredient is a banana peel. Banana peels are rich in potassium and phosphorus, which affect the size, flavor, and ripening of the fruits. Cut 1 peel into smaller pieces and add it to the container. Now it's time for nettle. It strengthens plants and repels pests. It's also rich in nitrogen, iron, and silica, which boost plant resistance. Add 2 teaspoons. Mix everything well and let it sit for at least an hour. After that, strain the mixture through a strainer lined with gauze to remove the solids. Pour the liquid into a bottle. Add the prepared fertilizer concentrate to a bucket of water and mix well. Water the tomatoes once a week. You can also use it for cucumbers or peppers. Your plants will grow like crazy. You won't be able to keep up with the harvest. Pour this into the molehill, and the moles will disappear from your garden in one day. It's a great, homemade, and inexpensive solution. Making this mixture only takes a moment. Start by preparing a tall container. Add 1 tablespoon of baking soda. This powder has irritating properties for the sensitive sense of smell of moles. The next ingredient is powdered fire starter. Its intense, penetrating smell is unbearable for moles. Also add 1 tablespoon of ground black pepper. It has strong, irritating properties and acts as a natural repellent. The sharp smell irritates the nose and skin of animals. Now add dish soap. It works as an emulsifier, allowing the ingredients to combine better. Add 2 tablespoons. Finally, add 5 tablespoons of white vinegar. Vinegar reacts well with the baking soda, and its intense, sour smell lingers in the soil. Mix all the ingredients thoroughly. You'll notice a thick, bubbling foam forming in the container. This is a desired effect. Pour the foam directly into the molehill. You don't have to destroy it. The moles will immediately leave the area and never return. This is the most effective method for naturally getting rid of moles in your garden. This simple trick gives me an abundance of crops every year. My vegetables grow like crazy. Take an empty water container and carefully cut off the top, leaving only the upper part. Then, using a soldering iron, make plenty of small holes in the plastic. The more holes you make, the better. This step is very important. Once the base is ready, dig a hole in your garden. The hole should be as deep as the container. Place the container in the ground and cover it so that only the part with the cap sticks out. Unscrew the cap and throw in organic waste. You can use spinach leaves or banana peels. These ingredients nourish the soil perfectly. They are rich in magnesium, potassium, and other minerals. Every few days, I add a fresh handful or 2 of scraps. Just a few of these containers placed around the garden, and the results will amaze you. This way, you create a natural composter without any chemicals. The vegetables are not only bigger, but also tastier and more resistant to disease. Healthy soil, lush leaves, and baskets full of harvest.